I just carried these 44-pound kettlebells around and around to the point where I couldn't even hold on to them any longer. And I just made it back here, dropped them out of my hands. Rear delts are burning, arms, triceps are burning, whole back of the arm here, whole back of the shoulder. And I've already been to the gym. I've already been to an absolute torched myself there and just torched myself here. So now, the final purge. Let's get it all out. What are we doing? What are we doing? Let's make something happen here. Whew. Let's bring this down a little bit. There we go. What are we doing? Let's just burn it out a little bit. The mind is a powerful thing. Body is nothing compared to the mind. Body follows the mind. The mind propels. The mind sets the way. The mind envisions the path. But there's no mind more powerful than one guided by Hamashiach, because now your heart is true, and so you know what the mind seeks is being driven by the heart that is filled with love and light and brilliant, radiant healing, such that all good things are sought. Nothing is contrived. Nothing is constructed for some type of self-aggrandizement, self-beautification. Nothing is being done in a self-absorbed manner. You're being guided to a truer purpose, where there lives peace and solace, and what every man, what every woman, what every human wants. Love. Every human wants love. Every human wants to know the Father. We get lost. We get lost because our mind is infected by the trivialities of this world, by the minutia of this world. By the things that seem important when you're living an illusion. You know, if you're playing a video game, there are all these things that are meaningless in this reality. So you talk about living in this false reality. Well, when you play a game, you're creating another false reality. And when you pull away from that game, the things within that game are so meaningless and worthless, and what you're playing for in that game means nothing in this game, in this illusion, in this mirage. And this mirage is no more a game than that video game is. It just seems more real. It just appears to be concrete, true, and yet you find yourself lost. You find yourself trying to win this game like you win the video game. And it's an endless hamster wheel that you run on. It's an endless treadmill that you run on. Because no matter what you do, even when you think you've won the game, there's a new level. A new level, such that you're never satisfied. You're never gratified. You're never fulfilled. And you wonder why. That is why you hear people say, I once was lost, but now I'm found, because in this world, in this illusion, in this game, in this simulation, it's easy to be lost. Even when you think you have it all figured out, you never do. You find a moment's happiness. You find a modicum of what you think is joy. You find a small portion of peace and solace, only for it to be broken the next day. And you continue to claw and scratch and cannibalize your way to the next level. It never ends. And you wonder, what is the meaning of it all? That's why when your mind is driven by Hamashiach, it's when your mind is pulled towards Hamashiach, the Messiah, the Son of the Most High, who fills you. If you're ready to receive, if you're willing to receive, if you're seeking to receive, you become filled with light and love, and your mind finally guides you off the treadmill. You actually realize you can get off the hamster wheel. And you can come for what you were made for, what you were built for, your birthright, to return to Eden in Hamashiach.